morning and welcome to another episode of Channel Control.
I mean, is it evening? Could be evening if you're watching it. At night.
Shut up, Matt.
Could be the afternoon
Shut
if it's
up,
at
Matt.
like 2 p.m.
Shut up, Matt.
I mean, and it could be any
This
time.
is Matt.
Like, I mean, like, now you have to also consider, like, European time. And, like, you know, Asia, they're, like, a whole day ahead. Mm-hmm. So, man, you are just terrible.
Horrible. It's BC over there.
Hey, how you doing? What's poppin'? What's going on? What's hot? What's new? What's cracking?
Bro.
It's morning or evening
we
or
all
day.
know. We all know.
There's a time. Hit me up on all social media at RealJackassBC. RealJackassBC.
We all know you ain't this awake.
Put an end to that shit real quick.
Okay, now we know he's awake. He's got the bang.
Bang.
Bang. Cotton candy bang.
What is bang?
Hey, stop saying that name. They're not sponsoring us.
You can
But
totally
you
sponsor
could.
me. Please feel free to sponsor me. I'll drink it on the way to the ring. Real talk.
So I guess it's a energy drink.
It's an energy drink, a little bit better than the White Monster for you. So
Oh.
yeah, no sugars.
It has creatine in it?
Yeah, has creatine, has BCAAs. It's nice. It's good.
So it's sex in a can.
Basically,
Because you're getting banged every time you drink it.
Banged.
Yep. I think that's why they made it.
Banged.
Bang.
And now for this week's Channel Control.
This week on Energy Drink Lovers Unite.
God damn it.
We don't know what's in this cup. By the end of the episode, we'll find out.
Hopefully no one here gets banged. It's prison in a cup.
Bruh.
Bang.
Okay.
I'll make you feel real good. You got some smokes? All right.
Cloak and Dagger trailers have been all over since
Speaking of prison, Cloak and Dagger trailer, guys.
what convention? SXSW.
No, SSX is a video game you really want to play on UGF.
South by Southwest.
You don't even. We're not even gonna go there. We're not even gonna start that shit, fucker. South by Southwest, they had trailers down there, the current trailers for Cloak and Dagger, and now at WonderCon they had more trailers and more promotion for it. And we got to watch the trailer. At BC, you did a
Reaction to it. Yep.
on his channel, Jackass Nation. Is it
but
named now?
No, there's only 41 subscribers.
Okay. Well, you can go and search on YouTube for Jackass Nation. His should pop up. A little cartoon jackass head.
Yeah, we need 59 more people.
You'll get there. Do it now.
Hey, a while ago you needed 70-something. So
So we're getting there. We're growing.
Start
that
subscribing,
hit
people.
that subscribe button on his channel. And this one, too. And Cinelinks. A lot of channels.
a lot of channels to just
Lot
hit
of
likes
channels.
on and subscribes.
Just put them all on, like, different tabs for you. Like, there and there. And maybe, like, right here. We're doing right here.
Right there.
Just right on the chest.
Just put your arms out.
Oh, and now it's there.
Okay. Maybe.
Probably not.
He's not going to remember to do this. So, Cloak and Dagger, like...
The first trailer that popped up was kind of I mean,
It's a
you
teaser.
said you didn't really like. Yeah, it was a teaser. You said you were like, it shows me nothing.
Yeah, well, here's the deal with Cloak and Dagger. Like, I've liked the characters, and I especially liked them in the Spider-Man animated series. Like, I thought they were great in that.
Mm-hmm.
And the comics, I thought they were fine, but to be honest, like, whenever they put this whole series together, I just did not care. And especially whenever they said that it was going to be on Freeform, I'm like, well, this is just going to be teen angst. Like, every episode, just teen angst over and over again. And the trailers are not stopping me from believing that. They're not dissuading me at all. Like, I watch it, and I'm just like, oh my God, we can't be together, but we can. Oh, you're darkness, I'm light. Oh, no, teen angst, I'm poor, you're rich. Oh, no, I have to be perfect. And you're just like, oh, my God, shut up, nobody cares.
The people watching care.
I hate youths.
Youths.
Damn
Youths.
youths.
The two Utes. The two what? The
excuse
two
me?
Utes.
Spring break is the holiday for youths, and those damn youths got my buddy arrested.
What?
Yeah. I mean, granted, he went to Colorado, was bringing like $600 worth of weed back.
Oh,
but it was because it was spring break, and they kept pulling over a lot of people. So he's still not great for doing it, but that's why.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's a whole different.
He's a
thing.
hippie too. So
So yeah. The
I
only
liked
thing I'm seeing. Okay, go ahead.
I liked it. I'm more intrigued of, does this tie into any of the other Marvel shows? Is there any kind of and I want to say yes, all because of Jessica Jones. Like
Yeah.
she said Cloak and Dagger twice in like a 5-minute span. Like you don't do that twice when you knew a show was coming out. I'm like, are you
It's amazing that you heard that, by the way.
yeah, are you trying to mess with us? Is there a reason you did that?
Right.
Oh yeah. In a 5-minute span, she said Cloak and Dagger twice.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Again,
if it ties into anything, it's the Netflix series of
Yeah.
shows, which makes sense. But I don't know. Like, if it's gonna be tied into that, why not just freaking put it on Netflix?
I mean, I like the idea of Freeform, like, because again, to keep everything new and fresh, you have to have different looks, different feels. Everything's got to feel. It all has to feel the same, but it also has to feel different at the exact same time. If that makes any sense. Not at all. But
Well, I mean, no, I get what you mean, because
yeah.
there's the Netflix shows, or the one on ABC.
Yes.
And then there's the Hulu Runaways.
Yes.
And each one of them does have their own separate feel to it. And now you have Freeform, which is going to be that more angsty type of drama.
So you're gonna pull in different audiences, which makes the brand grow more and more, and keeps superheroes like in the forefront, because you're not gonna get tired of it because it's all different stuff.
Right.
Well, I believe that with Freeform, they're trying to pull in the female teenage young adult crowd, because I think they're the ones that watch Freeform mostly.
They've already pulled them in.
Well,
Since
yeah,
ABC Family, like that's what it was.
So, what I liked about it is that they kind of switched the characters up a little bit.
Yeah.
Because in the comics, Cloak was the kid that was poor, he lived in the ghetto, and so on.
It's a little on the nose
And
for
Dagger,
2018, so it
was
kinda
the one
makes
whose
sense
mother
to
was a
change it.
supermodel, but just left her alone, and she basically had to raise herself, with nannies and shit like that.
You know how many uninformed viewers would watch that show if they did it, if it was like true to the comics? Would be like, oh, so you're gonna make the black man poor and the white woman's rich? And it's like, but hey, that was like the comics. We don't know what comics are.
Oh my god, that's the whole Iron Fist Asian thing all over again.
Yes, it would be. You're whitewashing a ninja.
It's
What?
like when I saw people say, "Well, I never read the comics, but all right, we're done."
All right. Well, this is also kind of interesting to note. There is a connection to other Marvel shows. The dimension that Cloak with his transfer was apparently in Agent Carter season 2.
Oh,
And then
the
there's
worst season ever.
Really?
yeah, and then there was a throwaway dialogue line of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. in season 4 that established back in the 50s. Roxxon purchased isodyne, and isodyne energy is what opened that portal in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
That makes sense. Okay, because the entire second season of Agent Carter was about that black or dark
Yes.
matter thing, and that's essentially what he has for power. So it makes sense that they've
The
combined the two.
Dark Force. Is what
Yeah.
is what
Yeah.
they call it. So, all right. I mean, I still like it. I'm gonna try and watch it. It is on Freeform, and again, you know me, I'm Hulu Netflix guy every freaking day. All those other channels, I kind of like just blank out. I'll watch it, but I don't go back.
I don't know if Freeform goes on Hulu.
I don't know.
Because I know for sure they don't do Netflix, or at least if they do, it's not going to be till the end of the season.
I think they have some shows, some Freeform shows end up on there because it is ABC.
Sure.
But
I would be curious to find out if that's going to be on there.
I do know that like and we'll be talking about it later, but Krypton I watched on the SYFY app. So I don't know if Freeform
that's how I watched it
has
also.
an app.
Freeform
has it
might.
available.
I mean, they're getting trendy. So
well,
let's look.
if you have Roku, they do have an app for that.
If it's on the Roku,
I
I would
think
assume
they
it's-
have an actual app for the phone. They might most likely. If they have for Roku, they should have.
Yeah, if they have for Roku, then it's probably on Xbox and on the.
It's definitely not on PS4. Freeform does have an app.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can watch full episodes and everything that they
Dope.
have on there. Yeah.
Okay.
And you can just go to freeform.go.com, which was abcfamily.co. So there you go.
All right. So yeah, Cloak and Dagger, waiting for it. Now, I do want to mention before we go off of this, there was another show that was going to end up there, The New Warriors, and that got canned a while ago, and it's kind of in limbo. They don't know where that show's going to end up. It's almost
I
like
remember
it
you guys
died.
were really excited about that show, and then they just didn't do
Yeah,
anything
it
with
just
it.
went nowhere. I mean, the squirrel girl thing and getting Melania Vantrud to play her, who, yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, the show just disappeared. So I hope it goes to Netflix.
Yeah, that'd be cool, but I mean, I don't know.
Or somewhere.
There hasn't been a lot of hype behind it, so I think it would be one of those things where they need to like announce someone else as being cast just to see how the general population feels about it, and then just go from there. But June 7th is whenever Cloak and Dagger will premiere on Freeform.
Day before my birthday.
Oh,
Birthday present for me, Cloak and Dagger.
Teen Angst.
I hope it's
Cheers. Most pilots are pretty good, unless you're talking about the Krypton pilot.
good. Yeah, Krypton was
Do you like that segue?
it was
That was
awesome.
the-
Pretty good
It's pretty
segue.
good.
I mean, it's
I
good.
didn't
It's
just
good
fuck it up.
until you go. Did you like my segue? Because then you stop
Yeah,
the
I didn't
conversation,
ask you. That just
and we
screwed it
didn't.
all
And we
up.
didn't actually
I didn't say it
segue.
like that. I didn't say it like that.
That's
I
exactly
said
what
it
you did.
more- I
You
said it
look
more
directly.
casual.
You
I
look,
looked at
guys.
you.
Guys,
I
tap
didn't look at him.
tap your YouTube app. Rewind 10, 20
I didn't
seconds,
look at
and look
that.
at him. He goes, "Did you like that segue?" Staring right at the camera.
I looked at
That's
you.
exactly what he did.
I didn't even look at the camera.
He looked at all you guys. That's what he did.
terrible.
Rewind it. See it. Did y'all see? All right, now fast forward back. Okay, cool. Just saw it. All right. Cool.
I don't think they even know
Exactly.
anything that you just said.
Then
They agree with me.
That's
though.
not how any of this
Comment
works.
below. Did you agree with me? Yes, you did.
So Krypton popped up, and just the idea of it I didn't like. And when I watched it, I was like, nope. Fuck this show.
Wow, that's some strong criticism from the man who loves everything.
I do not.
I don't know. History has proven otherwise. Yeah, okay, so the pilot didn't really give me anything that got me excited about this series, but I don't have as much criticism as I did going into it. Because I mean the main narrative surrounding this show has been, we know the ending. You know, we know Krypton's going to be blown up. We know Superman's going to become, the savior of mankind. And so for us to follow his grandfather seemed a little weird. But what I liked about this show was the fact that they threw in Adam Strange. And how Adam Strange is already kind of changing the timeline. And that you've also got Brainiac who's coming in. Mm-hmm. And this is going to be our first look at Brainiac. Which is incredible because we haven't really had Brainiac at all. I mean, we had Brainiac 5 on Supergirl, but that's like a good guy version of Brainiac, which makes no sense.
Yeah, and
So-
there was a Brainiac on Smallville, but
That's what I was
that
about.
was way back, and they didn't really do much with that.
Right, but this is like the Brainiac that I think you'll appreciate because it looks like it's just from like Injustice.
Mm-hmm.
But so I'm excited for that, for the fact that we're going to get to see that. What doesn't excite me is that we're not going to be able to see Superman fight Brainiac, which makes no sense. But it will be interesting to me because I know that there have been alternate timelines where Krypton wasn't destroyed, but instead it was just the city was taken and put in captivity, or it was collected by Brainiac. So if they do something like that, I think that'll be really intriguing. And then maybe introduce Superman later on. I don't know.
So you think that they're going to do a kind of an Elseworlds, like a different universe thing of this?
They could. They definitely could.
All right.
I liked it. I really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun with it. I didn't know if I was because I don't watch much on SYFY, but I really did enjoy it. Again, I had the normal, okay, this is a pilot problems
Yes,
with
it
it.
was.
Like, all right, yes, I get it. These are characters. I get all the characters you have.
And the CGI was phenomenal, and you're like, this isn't going to maintain.
Yeah, I had fun with it. It felt very Star Trek-ish.
It did, yeah.
And it felt like J.J. Abrams' Kelvin universe timeline. I'm like, okay, so you've now set up that maybe Krypton doesn't explode. Yeah. Maybe we're here to save Krypton, and we have a whole new world to look at. So I don't know the end of this because I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe something changes on this timeline. We don't really know.
Well, heck, I mean, the fact that his parents died when Adam Strange came along and gave him that key.
Yeah.
I mean, that right there
Exactly.
says
And
something's
then
changed.
you get your homie when Adam Strange shows up, and I'm like, this makes no sense. Why does this guy have on Converse, and
A
and
Detroit
Lions had this thing, and then
Tigers.
Tiger, and then they make the joke about it. I was like, oh wait, I get it because he's from Earth. He's
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that makes sense. I have a lot of questions at the end of it. I was like, well, where are we going? And I was sitting there trying to watch. I'm like, okay, are you trying to model this after Man of Steel or something else?
I think it's something else, not Man
And
of
then
Steel.
and then you see the Superman cape, which is the Christopher Reeves Superman cape, and I'm just like, gotcha.
And I like
Christopher
how we're
Reeves.
getting kind of like that Beauty and the Beast sort of timeline thing. Like, this is how much time we have.
Yeah.
And as soon as it's gone, Superman's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was really cool to see. I liked the Fortress of Solitude stuff. It
Is
took.
it just me, or did you like expect Marlon Brando to show up?
I did. I yeah.
I was expecting Terrence Stamp to be in it.
Oh, really?
When I first saw Seg's grandfather, I was like, "Is that? No, it's not. No,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it took me half the episode to realize it, but the chick that he's banging
Bang.
is Zod's grandma.
Yeah, dude, she's fine too.
Yeah, she is. She's fine. And because I didn't notice the symbols. It looks a lot different than the Zod symbol
Yes.
I'm used to.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, that's a lot different.
But I love how
But-
you're getting introduced to Zod, and you're
Yeah.
like, oh, so we like the Zod people now.
Yeah, we
oh
like
my
the
God,
Zod
no.
But then I gotta say, and I don't know if this is how you pronounce Wallace. Wallace, I'm assuming is how you pronounce her name. Wallace Day, who's the girl that they're like, yeah, you're gonna melt or blend with my daughter here.
yeah.
Chick kind of fine. I'm like, how you
She is
doing?
fine.
What's up? I don't know.
Yeah,
like
she
the
looks
short
like-
hair,
she
but
looks,
how
she
you
looks
doing?
like a young Brigitte Nielsen to me.
Yeah.
I was like, girl.
Girl.
How you doing?
Well, I think what's interesting too is, and I think that a lot of people are discounting, is the fact that with this show, we're going to see a lot of that Kryptonian technology that's only really mentioned in a lot of Superman shows, like Supergirl too.
Yeah.
What the fact that they're being blended, that they go up to a machine and it's like, hey, this is what your kid's going to do. This is what they're, how old they're going to be, and that's when they're going to die. Like, I think that's like a really interesting thing.
Yeah, and then they talk about the religion
Yes,
that they go into in
yes.
Supergirl, and they talk about stuff from the movie, the whole creatures or whatever and all that stuff. I'm like, okay, I mean, the show was There were parts of it that I just couldn't really pay attention to. I'm like, come on, get to it. Let's see what's happening. Move along.
But you went into it with expectations that you weren't really into it. So is that
Yeah.
fair criticism?
I guess not, maybe not. I mean, even when I turned it on, Karen looked at it, it was like, another Superman show?
Hey, that's 15. You're talking about superhero shows. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Damn.
So, I mean, I'm still going to try and watch it and keep up with it and see what goes on. But right now, as far as the first episode, I really wasn't impressed.
What I do love is we're like, okay, now we got Krypton. Metropolis is coming too.
Oh my God, that's right.
Is it?
Yes.
Forgot about Metropolis. What channel is that going to be on?
I don't know.
I think they're just making it. I'm going to look up what channel it's on. But yeah, I think easily, like, before the show, we were going over all the superhero shows because we were like, man, we talk about a lot of superheroes on this show. And they brought up a good point that that's pretty much all the shows that are on right now. And we were going over, we were
there's
counting
more, but
every
it's-
single one. I think we could legitimately get up to 20 shows.
Oh yeah. They're, I mean, or superhero or shows based on comic books.
Yeah.
Because iZombie also falls into that.
iZombie,
Walking
yeah,
Dead,
iZombie's the DC
Walking
one.
Dead, yeah.
Preacher and so on. So yeah, I mean, okay. Shall we just roll on into that superhero rundown?
Might as well.
I mean, it would have been a great segue. So it's going to be in 2019, but it doesn't say when. It's going to be. No, I think it might
Fox?
be. It's going to be airing exclusively on DC's digital service.
The streaming service.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Along with another superhero show,
Teen
the Teen Titans.
Titans,
Man,
yep.
I'm so pumped for that show, though. Even if it is Brenton Thwaites who's playing Robin.
Yeah, that's more money out. But then I'll just cancel my freaking CBS All Access because I no longer watch it, and I'm still paying that $6 a month for it.
Bro, you let us have the password, and I still haven't watched it.
I haven't either. I have yours and I have someone else's, and they're you watch Star Trek? I'm like, nope.
Yeah, I can't bring myself to watch it. Like, I watched the first 4 episodes, and then I was like, maybe I should. No, but there's something else. And I always go to the something else.
Okay.
Yeah.
It does get a lot better towards the end.
Oh, I know.
But-
But it's just forcing myself to do it.
All right. So, Legends of Tomorrow.
Yes.
First off, the good news: Matt Ryan will be a series regular in season 4.
Cheers.
As John
Constantine!
Bang!
Finally.
I love Constantine, and I cannot wait to see more of him because Matt Ryan's so good.
He
in this one.
is constant.
Yes.
Even the little bit they've done with him this season, I'm like, oh God, what a jackass this guy is.
It's so great,
and
though.
you gotta love him.
I love after every episode, or because I watch it on DVR, so like throughout the episode, they are like, "Hey guys, you can go catch up on Constantine on CW Seed. Go check it out now." And I'm like, "Okay, cool. They're really establishing this character again."
They're really pushing him.
And I love it because he has not been utilized well. Like, yeah, I mean, we've got him in good little bits and pieces, but I want more.
I was gonna say, I think they have when they use him, they have used him
but they
perfectly.
haven't used him enough, is what I mean.
Yeah. Canceling Constantine was terrible. I loved that show.
I mean,
so much.
Not putting it in the correct order was terrible.
I mean,
It's not. The episodes aren't in correct order.
That's how they kill a lot of shows.
When they aired it, it wasn't in the order that it was supposed to be.
it didn't feel out of order when I watched it.
It's inaudible. It's out of order.
It is. There's stuff that happens like, you're like, wait, this happened episodes before, and
Yeah,
whatever.
there's literally like a part where I think like someone dies, and then the next episode someone's back, and you're like, what? Well, we're not gonna talk about that. Okay.
Okay, so first we had 2 shows and over the weeks we missed, and there was Amazing Grace, where they found the 6 totem. They're finding the Infinity Stones, I guess.
The soul totem, right?
The death.
Oh,
Death,
these
it
are
was Death.
Yeah.
these are the titles of Legend.
Yeah.
I was really confused. I was like, "Are we done with superhero rundown?" Like, I think
no.
all we did was talk about one thing.
It's
Okay.
on Own. Amazing Grace is on Own.
And the next one is Necromancer in the Stone, which is this week's-
When what's her face? Sarah gets taken over by the death totem.
Yeah.
I liked both episodes. I especially liked that we're starting to find out who gets what totem. I mean, it was pretty obvious that Rory was going to get the fire totem.
Yeah.
But you know, the whole death totem and trying to get Sarah to get out of her trance, that was an interesting little bit.
I love Rory so much.
I do too.
He's so damn good.
He's great.
his little rat Axel.
Yeah.
That when everything changes, like Josh Groban.
And I love how they had like a little in memoriam at the end of that episode for the rat.
I didn't see that.
Yeah,
Really?
they had
That's
a memoriam.
awesome.
Yeah.
That is so. This show, Legends of Tomorrow, has got to be the best show.
It's great.
It's just so good.
It's so fun.
Yeah, the show it's fun.
Yes.
And like we've said multiple times, the characters are just wonderful.
Yes.
Even the ones I don't really like, they still serve their
Kid
purpose.
Flash hasn't done it.
Oh my god, I love him. I love Homegirl. What's her damn name? The
ISIS.
Zari?
not Vixen, the other girl.
ISIS.
Isis. Is that her name? Really? Is that her name?
Well, her
her
comic book
technically
name is technically Isis, but it's
Oh.
on the show it's Zari, I think.
Okay, all right, yeah, her. I love her. She's like, would you stop? Like, she gets so mad when he just zooms up. I was like, really? I love her reaction to Kid Flash, and Kid Flash. He's so fun on there. Like, he just fits in. I still really do miss.
Firestorm. See that's why I feel like Kid Flash doesn't bring enough, because Firestorm brought so much.
Yeah, the dynamic of Firestorm was so good, and I do really miss having them on there. But at the same time, I love Kid Flash. They don't even need to be doing anything. Like, I don't need them to be fighting anybody. I don't need a villain. Just watch it. It's like superhero Friends. It's just fun. It's just so fun to see them interact with each other together. I love it so damn much.
Yeah.
The only thing I will say, I don't like the head of the Time Bureau
Her
dating Sarah. I'm like, y'all have no chemistry together,
They really don't.
and I don't like y'all.
It's a weird like love interest that doesn't need to be there.
No.
And it was kind of so sudden, where it's just like, hey, we're into each other now, and now suddenly we're dating. Like, I didn't
First it
really
was,
like that.
I hate you. Now it's I love you. I'm your girlfriend? Oh my God.
Yeah, I just no.
It's an unnecessary part of that show.
And I think it's because I don't like I like Sarah being the player. You know what I'm saying? Like I like
Yeah.
Sarah just going out banging whoever she wants. You know, I don't see her as the relationship to unless it's with Ollie.
Well, and it's
Because I'm still all about Ollie and Sarah.
my biggest thing is that they're trying to like force us to like the head of the Time Bureau, but
Yeah.
she's not a likable character.
No.
So why are you just throwing in these redeeming qualities whenever honestly, like, I'm not gonna root for her at all.
I'm okay with her.
I like Rip. I like Rip Hunter.
I do
better.
miss Rip.
And he's just kind of around.
Well, I think he's got another show. I think the actor has another show.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, I think that's why he's not there as
That
much.
makes sense. Okay.
Oh, okay. All right. Moving on, we're going to go into iZombie, which neither one of you know about. Brainless in Seattle, parts 1 and 2. Liv eats the brain of a hopeless romantic, and she starts falling in love with everything she sees.
I've got to tell you this. Necromancing the Stone, Brainless in Seattle, CW got their naming on point.
They sure do.
Like, they got their naming on point.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I said, you know, iZombie, she works in the morgue. She was supposed to be a doctor, got attacked by zombies. Now she's a zombie, and she helps a police officer solve crimes within the Seattle area.
Yeah.
And the 2 episodes were good. They're really going in now into... Yeah, they have the criminal aspect of them trying to solve a murder, but then now you have this thing where her ex-boyfriend is working with these other zombies within the Seattle DMZ zone, whatever the hell you want to call it, the Walden section. And now it's like one of their recruits attacked a human and turned them. And they're trying to get this thing under wraps because there's a video of it and they want to get that video back. Because if that gets out to the public outside the walls, even inside, they're going to nuke Seattle. They're like, okay, we can't control these zombies, kill every single one of them. Mm-hmm. And of course you have the zombies who are trying to create this uprising within Seattle. So
Sounds like they need
zombies
a
trying to
Seattle.
stop shit, zombies trying to basically zombie terrorists, and they're like, and their leaders just feed on everything. That's what they are. They're food. Eat every single person out there. And yeah, okay.
All right.
Damn. I do really want to start watching that. So little time.
There's so many
Yeah.
shows, and I feel like iZombies just passed me by. Like I started watching like the first 2 or 3 episodes like on Netflix, but I
Didn't
don't
really like
know.
it?
No, it's not that I didn't
love
like
Rose
it. I thought it
McIver.
was fine. I thought it was a good show. It's just
It didn't grab you.
It didn't grab me, and it's not one that I wanted to add to my repertoire, and it's one that I easily forgot about.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, Rose McIver is great in the role. If you think like the guy that plays Harrison Wells,
Yeah.
how he changed his character every season. I mean, she changes her character every show.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, and she really
cool.
plays up the role
Because
pretty
she's
good.
every brain she
Yeah.
eats,
Yeah.
she becomes somebody different.
So, yeah, I mean, you can check the show out if you want. I mean, I like it because I like zombies. I know a lot of people now are on like zombie burnout.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So-
kind of another reason why I'm like, I don't know if I really want to start a zombie right now. Like, let me kind of get over it for a little bit.
Let me get past the zombies a little bit.
Let me just, come on.
All right, so Flash, the one you want to talk about, where Iris drinks some purple drink and gets super speed.
Yo. Real talk. Matt's gonna get mad about the purple. I don't get it. But
It's dumb.
Why
Does every black person need to have purple?
Because they're bad motherfuckers.
Bro.
That doesn't make sense.
bro,
Equal opportunity. It's 2018.
bro. Speedster Iris was hot as hell. Like, I don't know why, but I'm just like, girl, you look fine. How you doing?
Because you like to be overpowered by a woman.
Probably.
Yeah.
But I was like, because when she like switches clothes with Caitlyn, I don't know what I'm like. That's kind of hot. I don't know why. I got no idea why.
You saw nothing.
Nothing.
But you're like, man, that's pretty hot. Like,
I don't know what it was. I'm just like,
bra. You didn't
wow.
bro, you sexy.
No
like,
skin.
You, like,
But
like
damn, that's fine.
you can get it, girl. You sexy. How you doing?
The idea of this getting naked. In
No,
the
it was
scene.
the clothes. She just looked good in the clothes. I was like, you look good. How you doing?
I love how Barry just turned into instant bitch.
He really did.
He's just moping. I don't got my powers no more. She got my powers. I'm a nobody.
What would you do if you lost your powers?
Deal with it.
I'd be pissed as a mother. Like, this is not fair, man. I'm the fast one. What am I supposed? I can't do anything if I can't run.
Exactly. Barry is useless without powers.
I mean, we all knew that. But I think what gets me a little bit was the end of the episode. Whenever it was, they had the opportunity to give him back the powers, and he was like, "You could have kept it. Why didn't you?" And she's like, "Because you're the Flash." And I'm like, "Come on, like, you were gonna give the powers back eventually, like." I don't know. If it were me and I had the powers, I'd be like, "Yeah, you're not touching me. I'm keeping these now. I'm fast."
Exactly. And that's why I was like,
we're going to switch powers now? Hang on a second. Run out, get a gun. Bam! We ain't switching shit.
I'm the Flash now, motherfuckers.
Shit. What makes me upset about this show is, like, it was fine, the Run Iris Run thing. And the fact that they introduced another, like, bus person is fine. But I just keep waiting for them to get to what the hell is up with Barry in the Speed Force? Like, when Barry came out and he was a beautiful mind. And they haven't really ever touched back on that. Well, but then they introduced the girl, who I think is the daughter of Iris and Barry, but they keep just throwing her in random parts, and you're like, oh, cool, so they're going to finally get into this. Next episode, they don't. And you're like...
Well, that's one thing CW, I think, does really well, and I like how they do it. They introduce things and then don't come back to it till seasons later.
I don't think that's a good thing.
I love it because it's like because it's a little thing that you can hold in your pocket and then be like, okay, now it's time to reintroduce this. And you forget about it, and you're like, oh, shit, like Barry's kid, or not Barry's kid, Ollie's kid. Like, they introduced the kid really early in Arrow, and then they just never mentioned it again.
Yeah, I mean, but I honestly didn't like
that
part
either. No, but they kind of resolved it where he was saying he wasn't going to interfere in her life. He was going to stay out of it. Yeah. He would give her money for him, and but it's resolved. And you get rid of the kid. Then later on, it's like, people dying. Here's your kid.
Yeah.
Well, no, because they announced it was like, yeah, you had a kid, and he's out there somewhere, and then like a season later. Oh, here's the kid. And then the kid's gone again. And I like that. I like that you can lay those little eggs and kind of build over time. Because, again, it works with the 22-episode arc. You got to have that time in between. There's something coming, but you're not seeing it just yet. And we're going to slowly feed it. But maybe that's just me. I enjoyed it.
It's just... I'm so invested and intrigued by this small bit character, and you're not giving me any more depth into it. And that's what makes me upset about it.
See, that's one of those things. Like, hey, if they just gave it to you off the bat, you're like, okay, well, I already know. Now you're intrigued. Now you're wondering, I gotta watch next week. Maybe it's gonna be on next week. Oh no, shit. Maybe it's gonna be on next week. And you're so in. And then
last reaction though.
And then you keep going.
Bullshit. Like, that part.
Well, maybe it'll be on next week. And then you watch next week. And now you're like, now you forget about it. You're like, yeah, whatever, And then all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, maybe it'll be back on next week. So again, it's like. Back and forth, I love it. I love it. It keeps me interested.
That's why I got out of Supernatural. Like, that's why I kind of got tired of it, because it would be like, main plot. All right, Monster of the Week, main plot. And it was just like, the time that you actually had with the main plot was like maybe 2 minutes. And then it was the rest of the episode with the Monster of the Week. And then you ended off with like 2 minutes of the main plot.
Yeah.
That stuff annoys the crap out of me, because I don't want filler. I want the main plot. Like, give me a compelling story throughout the entire time.
I wanted Monster of the Week. I
love
Monster of the Week.
I do too, because I'm one of those people, like, I don't mind the 22-episode arc, because I don't mind fillers, like, because I want to be able to watch an episode every single week. I don't like when there's weeks that shows aren't on.
Oh, we'll get to that. We'll definitely get to that. I mean, we'll...
So you can, and I would understand, you give me 52 episodes a year. At 52, one episode a week, I'm happy. I'll watch it. I'll watch episode, even if it has nothing to do with the main plot, but it's just another episode. I'm in. I love it.
But then you have shows.
That will be the only show on that channel, because they have to put in all their money into it.
Yeah.
Every week.
But then you have shows like that are on HBO and Stars, where there's not filler. That is just like every episode is compelling. It's interesting.
Yeah, it is. But then you run into the fact that I'm waiting 2 years to find out what happens in the next season of Game of Thrones.
But I'm not even talking. Yeah, I mean that sucks. But I'm not even talking about Game of Thrones though. I'm talking about all the other shows, like even Ballers. It's a 30-minute show. Like I'm into it for the entire 30 minutes.
Yeah,
and then
and now I'm
Silicon
waiting.
Valley, like 30 minutes, and Silicon Valley starts up this Sunday.
I'm like, oh, when's Ballers back? I want to watch Ballers now. I don't want to, I hate, like, that's what I hate. I hate not being able to watch it.
But I want to watch it now.
I want to watch it. Like, that's why I love that Netflix gives us all these episodes at once. But once I finish, I'm like, I want to have more.
But
there are times that I say that Netflix should release it every week.
I mean, they could. That'd be fine.
So certain shows, they should release it every week.
Right, but even the Netflix shows that we love so much, none of them have filler. It's all like, this is the plot. You have 13 episodes to tell me a full story.
Some do. They may have like one or two episodes in the 13 episode series.
Yeah.
Sometimes they do now.
Yeah, it's
well,
really
I guess
weird.
the what's it called? The Kilgrave episode, I guess, was more of a filler episode, but
yeah.
Have we talked about Jessica Jones?
We briefly talked about it during the premiere, but we could talk about it during channel surfing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can do that.
But yeah, like that's my main complaint on that. But
all right.
Also, I did want Barry to go, run, Iris, run, just like straight up yellow flash or reverse flash.
Oh yeah,
Harrison Wells.
I was like, Barry doesn't sound like that.
Yeah, but like that's where that whole thing came from of like, run, Barry. Run, like do a run, Iris, run. Like when he did that, I was really hoping.
Okay, so now
every time I say something, by the way, BC looks at me just like,
what is wrong with you? What are you dumb?
You have a different opinion than me? What?
That's weird.
That's the
why
dumbest
would
thing ever.
Why would anyone have a different opinion than me? I am the ETCW World Heavyweight Champion. Like
that's the good thing about this show. You're allowed to have different opinions from other people.
Yeah, you can.
You shouldn't have the opinions of just one person on the show.
You're totally allowed to have wrong opinions. That's fine. But I'm just saying, why would you?
Because if you have the wrong opinion, you can enlighten us.
Exactly. That's what I'm here for.
Change our thinking.
That's what the audience is sitting here watching because I am making the faces that the audience is making because they don't.
I don't
like
think
Matt.
that's true at all.
They don't like Matt.
I think
Matt hates them. So
I think I'm playing devil's advocate, and that's what brings people in. They're just like, hey,
see, and
they're not always talking about the same thing over and over again. They don't always agree on everything.
See, but no one likes the devil.
Oh, there are Satanists that do.
No, there are some people.
There are some people that really
pineapples.
Black Lightning.
Pineapples? That's where you do the pineapples?
I'm just saying, Satanist, pineapples. I'm not a part of that.
Can we go on? Black Lightning?
I'm not a Satanist.
This is getting the Black Lightning?
It's good.
Here's my thing about Black Lightning.
It's going up.
He's back.
Son of a...
I just keep getting reminded that Black Lightning's back.
It's okay. Yeah. It's dropped down a little bit for me. I still enjoy it, but it has dropped down in the lower tier of my favorite CW shows.
I don't like how they introduced Thunder's name, where it's like suddenly she has the name Thunder.
Oh yeah, they never really set it up or.
And then she goes, "I don't know if I like the name Thunder. Did you choose it? Like, how did we get to this point?"
Yeah. And I love that I figured out, okay, so when she holds her breath, she's also bulletproof.
Yes, which it's all like the little on her face too. Like that was interesting. Yeah.
So I was like, okay, all right. So I see we're getting there. I still love the youngest daughter. I can't wait to see. Yeah.
I can't wait to see her use her powers.
Yeah.
Because we have barely seen her use it.
Well, finally we get her powers have manifested. She fried her phone. Because she did the same. She inhaled, and then her powers kicked on.
I thought she exhaled, and her powers kicked on.
Was it?
Yeah, because I think instead of like, Anessa, I think is her name. Whenever she like held her breath, she used her powers. But like there was a moment where she goes, and then suddenly she like sparked her phone.
Well, the first time it happened is when her friend was falling off the scaffolding. I thought she inhaled and then she fried her phone.
It might have been, but like I think when she was sitting on her bed, can't use words.
Yeah.
When she was sitting on her bed, that's whenever I thought she would like breathe in.
Yeah, she was
like,
breathing and then.
And then it was like, and then, so I wasn't really quite sure if like maybe she learned how to control her powers quicker than Anessa. So yeah.
So I mean, okay, so we have one episode where Black Lightning's trying to clear his name. He can't put on the suit. He can't be out there doing things. So he takes Anissa with him, who now knows who he is, and they're working together. And he's trying to train her how to do this and do that, and stay here and do what I tell you because I'm your father. And she saves his life. And he's like, next day he's all happy, like my little baby saved my life, yeah. And I was like, yeah, you should be happy, motherfucker. You got blowed up.
You know, when Black Lightning got framed, I did think it would be funny if like they changed the music from Black Lightning's back to like, bro, Black Lightning like killed someone. Like Lady Eve, man, that ain't cool.
Then the episode where Jennifer finds out that her whole family are superheroes. Well, father and sister, mother is not.
Yeah.
And
she's got so much beef about her kids.
She's just so angry.
Yeah.
I will say the thing that really keeps me most intrigued, aside from Jennifer, is Tobias.
Yes.
Man, that fool cool.
He is.
Like, he's just cool, man. I'm just like, yo, you dope, dog. You dope.
But like that's another thing too. We haven't seen him.
No, he hasn't been back
like after that hit on the club.
Yeah.
And Lady Eve dying, like he hasn't been around. So I'm interested to see when he's going to come back, especially since his sister's dead. And I have expected to see him come back in this last episode where he's just like, yo, we going to get Black Lightning. You know?
Because he's back.
Because he's back.
That,
and instead they brought back another villain, which I don't quite understand that yet.
Lala?
Yeah, I was
I'm trying to figure that out myself. I'm like, how is he back? Well, okay, so he probably got injected with that thing they're talking about.
Yeah.
Green light.
Yeah, the green light. Well,
did he?
The thing that they were using beforehand. Because green light came from another project that Gamby or Joe Garcia, or whatever the hell his real name is, came into town and was experimenting on people in this area.
Yes.
So, which ended up giving people powers and stuff like that, which is why Black Lightning has his and his daughters, and probably because of why Lala's back. This is the only reason why I can guess why he's back.
Yeah, maybe they'll go back and explain it, but it was kind of weird when it was that shower scene, and I'm like, bro, are you gonna have like necrophilia with a ghost? And then the ghost went away.
I did love when he's in the car talking to the ghost.
Yeah.
And the drivers are like, what's he talking?
Yeah. it's like, nah, I ain't gonna kill him or something like that. And I'm like, if I was that guy, I'd been like, all right, I'm leaving. I'm out. Nah, you driving, bro. Like, you talk about the driver needs to die. Fuck this. I'm out.
I'm done. I'm good now. You have fun, man. Keys in ignition. I'm out, baby. Deuces. I heard I saw a superhero was black. Heard Black Lightning is back. And Lala. So, yeah.
But I love your harsh criticism, though, about how they were like, you know, at first it's like, man, bro, Black Lightning's back, bro. And then suddenly Lady Eve dies. It's like, bro, the hell, man. Let's kill Black Lightning. He's a menace.
That's how it is, man. Motherfuckers turn on you quick in real life.
Yep.
First, like I said, with that one episode with the black man at the door, it was like, Black Lightning, my man, come on in. Yeah. Then this episode is like, well, that fool just been going around beating up on young black men, put him in prison. He should be caught. He's a murderer.
Man, I really want him to walk up to that doorman and for him to be like, nah, bro. Like, he's not opening the door at all. It's not like, my man. He's like, no, you need to leave.
No, you need to go.
You killed Lady Eve. I'm not okay with this.
Lady Eve did stuff for the community. What are you doing?
She was a mortician.
You killing black people, man. What? Wait, I didn't do it. Yeah, you did. Let's just move on.
Let's keep going.
Let's just go on.
Yeah.
BC, it's all yours. There was no Arrow, but there was Gotham.
Stupid Arrow not having a show.
And you have been talking about Gotham.
Bruh,
like
this episode of Gotham was one of the best episodes that they've ever done. It was so, even Bruce Wayne was good in it. And it's so, it trips me out every time I watch it because you watch Cameron, I can't pronounce her last name.
Bikendova?
As Catwoman. And I swear to God, like just looking at it, I'm like, bro, you just like a young version of Michelle Pfeiffer. Just looking at her, and she's so good. And there was so much to do with Gordon back in there and Deadpool's girlfriend taking back over the Narrows, and the Riddler and Penguin. Everything about this episode was so good and so fun.
So Penguin's back?
Yeah, Penguin's back, and he's broken out of jail.
Oh, I thought he died.
No.
Oh.
And Bullock is back on the force.
Okay, like how? How do you go from being a bartender to being back on the force to being a bartender again to being back on the force?
Because they said, "Here's your badge."
Because he stopped and he went and he opened up a bar.
And
then Grounded for Life was taken off TV, so he went back.
Because when you're a detective, it's not like you have to go back to being a rookie again. They're just like, "Yo, here's your badge back. Welcome back to the force."
They don't have other people like to just elevate from within. No, they're just like, let's go to this bartender who's retired.
Because Gordon's the captain. He's like, "Yo, I want Bullock." Like, and that's what's good about the show is them together is so damn good. Mm-hmm. So having this, I loved bringing him back in for this fight. We got to see Freeze again, and as much as I don't like their version of Freeze, he was kind of cool in this, and it just worked well. And I was all in. This was such a good episode of Gotham. Even Baby Bat was cool. I'm like, I like this Bruce Wayne. I liked everything about it. There was none of the stupid Poison Ivy girl.
All right.
So, man, it was a fun episode. I really did enjoy it, and it's so off and on. It's so hit or miss, but sometimes they just have those episodes that you're just like, God, there's genius in the show. There's such genius there. Why do you have such bad crap too sometimes? Like,
how many more episodes are there?
No idea.
Okay, because I mean, it just seems like they've come back from their winter finale, right? So
yeah,
like it can't be probably more than what, a few, like a handful.
Yeah, it should probably be about 7 episodes if we're going like in the 23, 24 something.
Yeah.
Well, I only asked that because they did a part 1 and a part 2, and usually after like the part 2, and then they go on break.
Was that a part 1?
Well, because of Dark Knight.
No, that's the season. It's Gotham, A Dark Knight.
That's the name of it. That's the name of the episode.
That seriously looked like it was like part 1 and 2.
Yeah, like like last season was Gotham, Villains Rise.
Okay.
Or the Rise of Villains or something like that.
Right on. Sweet.
So.
This isn't really on Superhero Rundown, but did y'all watch Atlanta?
Yes, I did catch up on. I finished episode 3 of Atlanta.
Okay.
That's where I am.
Superhero show.
Well, yeah, but like
I don't know, man. Childish Gambino kind of a superhero. Real talk, man. Because Atlanta's so dope.
Because you got Zazie Beetz on there who's playing
Yes,
Domino.
there you go.
So that correct
6
connection.
degrees of separation.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Atlanta dog.
I love Atlanta.
That last episode was kind of heartbreaking.
It was. It was really tough to watch. Like when they go to that German, the Oktoberfest thing. Did you watch that?
No, I haven't seen that.
Dude,
Remember,
by the way,
I have to be an episode behind because the FX
it's
app
a
doesn't
week.
put it up till the next
It's a
week.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so let's talk about the one where they're at the club. They go to the strip club and that whole thing.
Bro, that was so funny. He tried to use that $100 bill and nowhere will take it. And then he goes when he goes to the movie, he's like, "Excuse me, sir, you don't know." And the guy's just like, "Gun." He's like, "Bye."
We need to go.
He's like, well, okay, we gotta go.
It was so good.
And then like the cops like, yeah, I mean that owner's straight up tripping, but you gotta deal with it, bro.
It's like, hey, dude, we knew the money's real, but blah blah. I've been like, bitch,
and that's what's
you
funny
just watched me pay to be in your club for 2 minutes.
and then you go to the episode or later in the episode where they're at the strip club and he's like, "You want to dance? Nah, but you can get my girl dancing. All right, that'll be $50." Like, all you did was walk over there.
That wasn't even 4 seconds. You just shook a second. Why?
Yeah.
And I don't know.
What the announcer was like, "Hey man, you gonna tip that girl?"
Come on, man, I see you with all that money. You gonna tip that girl?
Yeah, man, you in the green jacket with that stupid ass Coca-Cola show.
And then, I don't know if it was episode 3 or if it was episode 2, but it opened up with Paperboy trying to go buy some buy drugs.
Yeah.
He gets, hey man, I'm sorry I have to do this. Hey, I gotta get your keys too because I don't want you chasing after me. I'd give you a ride home, but I don't want you going inside getting your gun and coming out and shooting me. So, I'm a big fan though. It's cool. You're my boy and all, but I gotta do this.
Well, when he drove off, he was like, "Thanks, man. Appreciate you."
My one criticism is that it's Robin season, but we've only had 2 episodes where people are being robbed. It's my only thing. We're 4 episodes in.
No, that 3rd episode, we just trying to spend that money. I think Ern got robbed.
Yeah, Ern got
okay,
robbed.
Ern got
Like,
robbed.
he's like, hey, can I change this into ones? Yeah, we have to take 20% off top, and it has to be minimum
that's
of
right,
200.
That dude definitely got robbed. You're right.
And then when her phone got stolen, I don't know if you can count that.
That's loosely.
Here's my only question. I was under the impression that Ern and Zazie Beetz had something, they had fallen out because it opened up with him not having a place to stay.
Yeah.
So if he's did I miss something?
No, I think they might have. I think that what they were doing was having just casual sex.
Okay.
And so they were just kind of together, but not really together.
Okay.
Yeah, because like the first season they had broken up, but then they kind of got back together, but it was just like you said, just having sex. So.
And in this next episode, they kind of explore their relationship a little bit more, so that should explain what you're wondering about.
Because they opened up the season with him living in a storage center, and then they never really gone back to the fact that he doesn't have anywhere that he's staying. So I'm like, well,
where is he staying?
Yeah, because he's not staying with Paperboy. Because another dude, he's like, yo, I can double that for you in gift cards.
Well, unlike
So
Flash and the
dumb.
whole Beautiful Mind thing, I think this last episode they explained,
Yeah.
or kind of explained that whole thing.
Okay.
They definitely did. That freaking German demon was the weirdest thing. Where it's like, so yeah, get ready for that. But I actually thought that it was a heartbreaking episode, this last episode, but I thought it was great. I love the dynamic between the two of them, Zazie Beetz and Donald Glover, and how it all changes throughout this episode. So
it changed quick.
yeah, well, but it made sense though. Like I thought every part of that show made sense for like what they were trying to accomplish. And I love how they kept going back to certain things to try and like reconcile or figure everything out. So I thought it was really a really well done episode. I think this whole season's been really well done.
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely love it.
So I'll continue this channel surfing part.
Oh, channels.
Are we? Is that what we're in? We're in. This is not a separate.
No, he already pushed into that with Atlanta.
I sure did.
Son of a bitch. Did you like that segue?
No, I didn't.
No,
I didn't hear it. Is that the second?
And the Santa Clarita Diet season 2 is on, and I like it a lot better than season 1. Of course, she's still a zombie, and you're now finding out what's going on, what happened in the first season. Because in the first season, you're like, here's a zombie, how'd it happen? You weren't bitten, you weren't this, you weren't that, you're just a zombie. And now they're kind of answering all those questions this season. Like I said, I like it a lot better. It's funnier to me. I was watching last night with Karen, and she's looking at it like, this show is so stupid. You're stupid.
Wow.
This show is great.
You really got defensive about that.
Yeah, I did. Because I like it.
That makes sense.
I don't know what BC thought about it. He watched very little of it.
I watched a little bit of it. It was good. It was entertaining. It was funny. I was like, Drew Barrymore's on TV.
Yeah.
And then you were like, it's Netflix. I'm like, okay, that makes sense.
She's greenlit.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, she would do Netflix. I get that.
I mean,
we didn't talk
her
about
and
her.
Timothy Oliphant are awesome in this
Timothy
episode.
Oliphant.
Yeah.
The daughter and her best friend, I can't remember their names. They're the actor was whatever, but they're also great. The daughter is fantastic. She's one of these this strong, independent girl who speaks up for people who aren't being bullied and stuff like that. And in one of the episodes, you'll see what I'm talking about, where she just handles this dude.
Excellent.
And it's honestly, like I said, a lot better. It's funnier, and the husband, Timothy Oliphant, He is fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
He's a great actor. So yeah, Santa Clarita Diet season 2. It's on Netflix right now. I think I'm on episode 6 or something like that, 6 or 7, and it's a half an hour series. So it's
that's quick.
It's quick to get through it.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Then I'll watch all that then. So I want to talk about. We were talking about a second ago. You were saying how you were pissed off that the CW shows weren't, showing. Their schedule seems really off.
Yeah.
Fox just brought back all of their comedies that I watch. Brooklyn Nine-Nine, The Last Man on Earth, Family Guy, and I'm like, thank God. But where the hell have you been? And I'm so upset with the fact that they brought him back in like January for like 1 or 2 weeks, and then they went back on hiatus for like 4 or 5 weeks, and just now they're coming back. Like, it's the most annoying thing in the world for me.
Yeah, I don't. There's not much on Fox that I watch, or I don't watch many of like today's sitcoms.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I didn't even notice one of them. They weren't
But
off.
one that you do is the one you're about to talk about, and that's Family Guy.
Yeah, because I always notice that Family Guy kind of goes in and out, and it's on and off, and on and off, and
It's
I
hit that South Park status.
and it's at that point that being on Fox and Sunday nights. There's so much stuff that you're like, well, we can't go up against that because no one's going to watch.
Yeah.
So you hold stuff off, which I think is weird because of today and how people watch shows today. But I did really love the new Family Guy. This episode was so good. Ian McKellen was in on it.
I thought that was Patrick Stewart. I didn't know it was Ian McKellen.
Yeah,
That
and it was so cool to see him. There were no cutaway gags.
No,
I love when they do
set
this.
it up a lot though, and they just never went.
I love when they do that, and because it's so weird. Like you're like, oh, this is odd.
There were no cutaway.
No cutaway gags.
None.
No one. Oh, the only Griffin family members were Stewie.
It was just Stewie.
Stewie was in
In
a
a room.
psychiatrist's office.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he was just talking, and you got to hear the real Stewie. Like,
Yeah, that was so weird.
it
He
was.
sounded like,
When he started talking like that, I was like, please don't do this forever.
Yeah.
Like, please don't let this be.
and it was like a weird, like younger version of Peter's voice.
Yeah.
yeah.
And then when Stewie just kind of spoiler alerts for Family Guy,
Yeah, I don't know if you could really do that.
and Stewie kind of just lets the psychiatrist die.
Sure does.
I'm just like,
Sure does.
bro.
That dude straight up murders that guy. It's great.
But man, I really did. I enjoyed this. I love Family Guy so much. And it really was a cool episode. I really did like that. And then you get to oh yeah, that's all I had to say about it. Yeah, I didn't know where else I was going to go with that. So
I lost my train of thought. Fuck
Yeah,
it. Move on.
for me, it's like I wish all these networks would keep their schedules on point. Like, if you're gonna start a season, or like if you want to bring back a show in March, that's fine. Don't give me that show in January, making me think that I'm gonna get this show in February. And then you're not, and then you're just gonna pull it. Like, to me, that's the most annoying thing that they do. And CW does it. Like, Supergirl's currently on hiatus whenever it doesn't need to be. Like,
yeah, like
there's
why don't you
nothing
put something on Wednesday night?
Yeah, like I don't understand that at all. And then you have these weird like 2-week gaps for like Flash and Arrow, and it's just frustrating.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, what I was talking about before was what we talked about was how they were just stopping shows like you mentioned Supergirl. Okay, let's start a season of Supergirl. Christmas time? Oh, let's stop it.
Yeah.
Let's have one episode here, and let's stop it completely. Show this show, move this show in here, show all of this, and when that's done, we'll put back on Supergirl. Why the fuck are you doing that?
It makes no sense. Like, I feel like there's just these monkeys in a room that are just like, and they're just throwing the schedule together. And Supergirl just happens to be on April 10th. I don't know.
That's why we talked about it before, where these series should be 13 to 18 episodes long.
Yes.
Done. You can cut down on a bunch of filler and just get straight to the story and do stuff, kind of the way that Netflix does.
Yeah.
Where you get story, one filler episode, and everything else pertains to what you're talking about.
Well, they'd also save money too, so it's kind of like a win-win situation.
I mean, now they have to have the break for Christmas and all that. So, okay, fine. I can understand
That's starting to become standard.
Yeah,
so
that's been standard for a while. When I was growing up, it was like, okay, we stopped shows maybe a week before Christmas and a week after New Year's is when that's your block for missed shows. Now it's like, okay, December hit, let's stop all these shows and bring it back in at the end of January.
Right.
Whatever. And even when they come back, it's like you said, 1 or 2 episodes, then they'll throw in some other bullshit, then they'll have 2 weeks, nothing, and then another week, here's a show, and then throw something else in.
Yeah, and what I don't understand is that like shows like or networks like Fox and CW literally don't have anything else going on. Like, it's not like they have Sunday Night Football or anything like that. Like, if it's the playoffs and you're on Fox and you have a night game, okay, fine, I get it. But, like, every other time, that's not the case. And I don't understand why they just decide to outright cut it all. And especially CW. Like, what the hell are you doing, CW? Like, that makes no sense. You literally have nothing going on.
Seriously, fix your schedule, show all your shows at the very beginning, and then later on, put in all your filler shows, like, what's this, Life Sentence and...
Yeah. Valor.
Yeah, Valor, all that crap. Show all that stuff after. Show all your good shit early, and then show all the other stuff while you're going into the summer.
And I don't understand, to your credit, BC, or to your point, I don't understand why you can't do a superhero show every day.
Yeah.
Like, not Friday, because we all know that that's the death place, but Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, that's fine.
Yeah.
And then you can split them up, and if you want to put your filler show after one of those, then fine, whatever, who cares? It's a good lead-in.
Makes me mad.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah. Okay, so, we done?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Is it me?
Is it?
Thank you for watching Channel Control. I am Rob Entropy. You've been watching this wonderful show where we had this guy.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Move the Joystick. You can also find me on Cinelinks.com. I am currently streaming Far Cry 5 on the Twitch Cinelinks. All you have to do to watch that is twitch.tv/Cinelinks, and you can also check out UGF and follow us on UGF at Cinelinks UGF. What the Force every Friday, all that stuff.
You're not currently streaming anything. You're sitting here talking to the camera. You're currently with us. You're not streaming.
It's a very general thing. Like I'm currently.
I'm just saying that you lied.
Like The Rock?
Like The Rock? The Rock lied?
This is the most influential and memorable WrestleMania you'll ever experience.
Dude, I don't even know what the main event is.
Hey, bro, but I'm back for good, guys. I'm never leaving again.
It took me 14 minutes into WrestleMania to realize, oh, this is the one with Snooki.
Yeah, it was pretty great. He was texting us and he was like, bro, I don't know what the hell's going on in WrestleMania 27. 15 minutes later, bro, it's the one with Snooki. And then, Snooki gifts coming in.
Let's get wasty pants.
I think my favorite Snooki quote is, "That's why I don't eat lobster, because they're alive when you kill it." They're alive when you kill it. And on that, find me on all social media at RealJackassBC, RealJackAssBC, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Everywhere you can. Get my YouTube channel, The Jackass Nation. You just kind of got to search it. There's a lot of plugs for it on my Twitter, so if you go to my Twitter, you can find it there. I can't name it. I need 59 more subscribers. Go subscribe. Next Saturday night, it is going down. Wills Point, Texas. March to Supremacy. The ETCW World Heavyweight Champion. Of the world, Matt. Not of the county. Of the world. I will be leading Team ETCW against the Rabbit Empire. We're going to make sure to put the rightful people in control of ETCW and kick out those who don't belong. It goes down. Come see the show. March to Supremacy. Yeah.
Yeah. You have to experience it. It's going to be great.
ETCW. Now your rabbit sucks. After I got to meet him, I really know that he sucks.
I don't know if I hate him or not because he wants me to be a part of the Rabbit Empire as the pseudo Jew, and I'm not Jewish.
You can pull it off. Channel Control TV on YouTube. Channel Control TV on Instagram. Channel Control on
Bro,
Twitter.
Is my nose big?
Bro.
I don't think we can say this. It's 2018.
It's 2018, yo. Okay, goodbye.
Is it like Streisand big? Like, what are we talking here?
Bro!